มาติดตามรายละเอียดเพิ่มเติมพร้อมกันผ่านช่วง Good Morning BURSA Malaysia ค่ะซึ่งวันนี้นะคะจะพูดคุยกันกับท่านเป็น Associate Director และก็ Senior Equities Analyst จาก CIMB Investment Bank นะคะคุณ Charisan Rosley อยู่ในสายแล้ว Good morning Charisan
Hi, good morning.
Morning. I just heard about that the Malaysian government spent a lot about infrastructure development. So, what is your view on the Malaysian construction sector?
Yeah, for the Malaysian construction sector, well, thank you for inviting us to speak on the call, first of all. So on the construction sector, we have a positive view on it, and I have an overweight call on the sector. I see that the sector drivers are converging quite strongly this year. This is because the 11th Malaysia Plan for Malaysia, which goes at every a cluster of 5 years, is kicking off its first year implementation in 2006. So we think that this could be a start of the boom up cycle for the Malaysian construction sector.
Right. So what are the jobs in the pipeline and how different it between 2012?
Yeah, I'd like to compare the situation this year with what the sector saw in 2012. So in 2012, the only key project that was implemented and benefited the order book growth of various contractors was the first MRT line for Malaysia. We call it the MRT1. There was about 23 billion ringgit in value. So there was, at the time, there was the highest ever single largest project driven by the government to be awarded to local contractors at the time. So there was the year where MRT packages was awarded, more than 20 of them throughout the whole year. And many contractors benefited from strong order book growth because each of the packages were basically higher value and larger in scale. So if you fast forward to this year, things are looking even more exciting because we know that the MRT2 project has been approved and it's already kicking off in terms of award. The MRT2 is much higher in value, it's about 30 billion, and is going to award more than 20 packages this year. And on top of that, the good news is that there's more than MRT2 story for Malaysia. We have several other highways. We have got LRT.
All right.
And we have a few more road and highway projects across the country.
Okay, very interesting. So which segment of the sector are you positive about?
We are basically positive on 3 major segments. So number 1 is the public transport infrastructure.
Okay.
Second is the downstream oil and gas infrastructure. And number 3 is the water infrastructure.
Okay. So any new developing drivers for the sector beyond 2017?
Yes, there are, which is very interesting because in the past I talked about sector drivers being 2 major ones, the government projects and also private sector projects. So this time around, this year, I see the emergence of a new anomaly, which is the contracts driven by the emergence of Chinese contractor in the domestic market. So this is net positive because it means that the pie of value of jobs has increased and this provides greater opportunities for local contractors to participate in those projects.
Okay. The last question would be, we will focusing on the stock. So what are your stock picks for the investor?
Yeah, if you remember the key 3 segments that we are positive about, so this boils down a top-down approach to 3 companies that we like. So the number 1 company for the big cap space is Gamuda because of its exposure to MRT. The second company that we like is a mid-cap company which has exposure to downstream oil and gas. So the company is called Mohiba Engineering.
All right.
And the third company is a small cap and it has big exposure to the water infrastructure domestically. And the company is called Salcon.
Okay, Salcon, Mohiba, and also Gamuda.
Yep.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining us today, Charisan.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Goodbye. นั่นก็เป็นภาพรวมนะคะของกลุ่ม Infrastructure แล้วก็ Construction ของมาเลเซียค่ะซึ่งหลักๆเนี่ยมาเลเซียเองรัฐบาลเขาก็มีแผนของการลงทุนโครงสร้างพื้นฐานนะคะที่ใช้ชื่อว่า11 Malaysia Plan ด้วยเพราะฉะนั้นก็จะเป็นภาพบวกต่อภาพรวมของ Infrastructure ไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องของการสร้างทางด่วนการขนส่ง Transportation การสร้าง MRT แล้วก็รวมไปถึงโครงสร้างขนาดใหญ่ถนนหนทางอีกค่อนข้างเยอะนะคะซึ่ง50 กว่าโครงการเนี่ยถือว่าเป็นโครงการอยู่ในไพป์ไลน์เพราะฉะนั้นหุ้นในกลุ่มรับเหมาก่อสร้างก็ดูจะมีภาพรวมที่น่าสนใจซึ่งหลักๆเนี่ยก็เป็นคำแนะนำแล้วก็เป็นมุมมองนะของทางผู้เชี่ยวชาญซึ่งในรายละเอียดของตัวหุ้นเนี่ย CIMB เขาก็มีเปเปอร์ด้วยเหมือนกันนะคะเพราะฉะนั้นก็สามารถเข้าไปอ่านแล้วก็ค้นคว้ารายละเอียดเพิ่มเติมได้ในเว็บไซต์ของ CIMB Investment Bank ของมาเลเซียนะคะหรือว่าจะเซิร์ชบทวิเคราะห์ของคุณชาริสันไปก็ได้นะซึ่งเขาก็เป็นนักวิเคราะห์ที่มีชื่อเสียงอยู่ที่นู่นด้วย